Hi everyone. So, a bit of a different video today. I am unwell. My stomach ulcer has flared up and I wasn't able to edit the video that I wanted for today, but I thought I would talk about my reading journal. So I use this reading journal. It is a Midori, I think it's like 365 frame diary, and it's called that because of the pages here. See, it's framed. So I thought I would give you a bit of a flip through, and I'm gonna finish updating an entry. So let's begin. We have my favorite thing of like any new journal is the stickers that I put on. So like the theme was pink cute. I'm sorry if you can hear the movie that my mum is watching. It is quite loud, but this is my cover page, just stickers that I got off Amazon. I did some little drawings because I like the way it looks. I just think it's really cute. It's adorable. So then we move on. Got my name and like the years that this journal is going to be used for. I like the idea of having like multiple years in one reading journal. Anyway, so this is where we begin. My first book of the year was The Final Empire by Brandon Sanderson, and it was absolutely incredible. So this is my entry. They're not necessarily the most coherent written reviews, but sometimes I don't even realize how much you want to like write about a book. I did not expect to fill an entire page for this book, which was The Invention of Moral by Adolphe Bioy Cesares. Did not expect to write as much as I did for this, because I didn't think I had much to say, but when I put pen to paper, babes, I had shit to say. Talked about an Agatha Christie book that I read, which kind of was low-key disappointing, won't lie. All of these books are in monthly wrap-ups. Got some quotes. If you're asking like, Alex, what do you write in your reading journal? Well, it's a combination of different things. So for instance, like these entries are written after I finish the book. Sometimes I include quotes that I really liked, but most of the time it's just a reflection on the story, if it was good in my opinion. Why it wasn't, maybe, like just thoughts. I'm not trying to be, a Pulitzer Prize winning author with my review. I just wanted somewhere to go to put my thoughts written down, because sometimes I write better than I articulate that I speak. So sometimes having this just is really helpful. So that's like a reflection of after the fact, right? That's like one kind of entry that I have. The other kind of entry is like this one for The Well of Ascension by Brandon Sanderson, is I'm writing notes as I'm reading. And you can tell that this was the case because it was 2 pages. I did the same with The Hero of Ages. The Hero of Ages was actually 4 pages. I was writing notes as I was reading. And I typically only really do that for books that I think require note-taking. Like, does that make sense? Like with Brandon Sanderson, there's an entire universe, and I don't want to forget any part of it. So writing things down as I'm reading helps me with that process. So it's like more of like a memory keeping thing as well. So that's like my main 2 entries. This is another note-taking entry for Onyx Storm. That went over a few pages. Got some short stories from the Cosmere. We have another favorite. For this one, I started the review with my favorite quote from this book, Remarkably Right Creatures. So they're like the main ways I also have this, which is my map. Not a very good map, but I'm trying to read more diversely and from more countries, you know? So working my way through that. My dog must have seen someone he doesn't like. Interesting. So this is just, he's having fun. We have all my books. Now, I do have a book where I write down more like quotes and notes from the non-fiction books that I think would be relevant for my future research work. But even though I have that, I still include them here. Like I still have like an overview of my thoughts and feelings, regardless, because I like to have everything in one place. Here he comes. Crazy dog. He's honestly super crazy, but he's the best and I love him so much. So we have this. This book was super disappointing. Full Moon Rising. Yo. Oh my god, Hunter. He sometimes runs so fast that he bashes into the back door. It's not good. But Full Moon Rising, if you haven't read it, read it. It is such a cute like creature romance. I highly recommend. Now I'm not super, like I'm not one for that. This is a non-fiction book that I write about. Ruby Fruit Jungle. These are just some of the books that I read. This was super interesting and I definitely want to reread it in the future. Did not expect to absolutely love this book. This is In Cold Blood. Oh my god, my mum is now currently reading it. I was like, Mum, you have to read it. And now we're up to my current entry. This is for Orientalism by Edward W. Said. This is an example of a non-fiction book. It's quite an academic text, right? That I think would be important for my future research. So I have started transferring my notes and quotes from this book, the book itself, into my other sort of reading journal, which is more like a commonplace situation where I put in all my notes and all my annotations in a notebook, but I still wanted to include it here. So that's how we're going to finish off today together. I hope you don't mind. I just got to find my pen. My favorite pen to use at the moment is this Muji pen. It's the Click one, 0.5 gel pen. I am obsessed with these and they're refillable. They're refillable. I am obsessed. I'm usually a 0.38 girly, but she's amazing. Okay, let's get the hair off. Okay, so this is what I've written so far. I want to emphasize this point here, that the point was to create an entire academic discipline, which was predicated, let me write this down. Oh, you might not be able to see properly because of the light, but I need to twist her, sorry. It was predicated on the notion of European superiority, because the West needed to define the East, or the Orient as they called it, in order to define itself. And through that they received power because they made this entire system, right? And that's what I kind of want to focus on here. So I'm going to write this and I'll see how it goes. Okay, all done. How fun. But that's what it is. Sit down with my thoughts, reflect on the book in the aftermath of reading it, or I write notes as I'm reading the book. I really love this, and I'm so happy that I've been committed to the process of this journal. But I think that goes hand in hand with the fact that I'm very committed to the process of my daily sort of planner slash like logging of my day. I think all these go hand in hand, but that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you've enjoyed yourself. If you want any more like journaling videos, let me know, because I love my journaling system. I've actually introduced a new thing into my journaling system, which I may talk about in the future. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a fabulous day or night wherever you are in the world. I will see you next week. Bye friends.